we are starting the D&D stream today. And I've been telling about it a little bit here and there, but yeah, now it's finally happening. Like, this is something I've been working with help, obviously, like a lot of help actually. But I've been working like the beginning of this year. I think that's when the project started, and yeah, it was a journey until here. I was like enjoyable, but now I'm kind of like happy to be at the peak and like go on the next journey and like a level above that. So yes, D&D Homebrew. Before I kind of introduce you to the story, I want to introduce you to, in a way, my co-hosts. So currently we are 4 people. Let me get the correct view. There we go. So we have currently Talis, who I have met the most recent, and we essentially went to a festival together, known each other a little bit before the internet, and yeah, now we basically working together. Then we have Toby, who is like the friends group that I interacted the most during like the high school essentially. So, and Philip is essentially equivalent of that in the middle school. So with that we kind of have a very different variety of like not only backgrounds but also like connections. And yeah, I don't know, I just like connecting things and like seeing like does that work, does that not work. So in a way, I'm always like experimenting out with different things. So kind of this is a huge experiment, especially since like I'm taking something that's very known, like the D&D game, and changing so many rules that essentially it's my game. And yeah, with that, I think we can more or less start. Anyone wants to like quickly say something about themselves?
Hello, I'm a cool person.
Like, wouldn't an uncool person say the same thing?
Exactly.
That's reminds me of the time, Lucas, you said obviously my parents did a good job raising me.
Yeah, okay. That was like
such a great sentence.
Well, like we had great conversations about god complexes, so I still feel like I won the argument on that part. Anyways, we we are currently playing D&D together, and Philip is actually the person that I want to say introduced me to D&D, or at least he was like the first part of the friends group that like initiated me. Is that like, that sounds so culty though.
It's culty. It is.
Yeah, like we actually didn't start off with D&D, we started off with the German version. Like we called it DSR, which was an acronym for das schwarze Auge, or like the black eye. Yeah. So anyways, we start playing that, and then eventually I felt D&D was much more fun because you could throw fireballs, and in the other one you couldn't. And like, who wouldn't want to be able to throw fireballs, right? Like
Somebody who's afraid of fire.
Ooh, but like, wouldn't he like throw it away? So it's like good for him that he can throw that. It's like, oh, get away from me, and he can actually throw it.
No.
Okay. But yeah, let me introduce you a bit to this story of the game, or like, yeah, the world that I'm gonna throw you in. So we are in the world of Alara, and let's take a proper look at this. By the way, guys, I'm also streaming my screen here, so like not only stream sees you, but sees what I'm doing, but you also see what I'm doing. Especially Talis, who has not played D&D before. I think this would be a nice nice thing to be able to see what's going on. Especially like to get started. Alright, so now we have a very nice mirror effect. It's like brrrt. And now people are watching. So We are essentially in the realm of Elara. And the special thing about Elara is there are 6 different elements that kind of ravage the lands. And these are essentially forces of nature, but to the point where people have personified. Personified is, I guess, the wrong word. Like, they see animals within nature, like spirits in that way, like the spirit of nature in forms of animals, because they needed something to conceptualize the whole thing. So, for example, if you have an affinity to air, let's say, that means you could, for example, summon a horse out of air, and in that way, like, the horse would be able to make you fly, because with it you can control the winds. But you can also have it kind of like do things for you. So think Pokemon. It's essentially a Pokemon that you bond with in that way, and like you gain part of its strength. And that's the difference between Pokemon, because here you actually also get passive abilities yourself. So something that was always bothering me in Pokemon is like that the people with the Pokemon didn't fight themselves. They just let the Pokemon fight for them, kind of like a very weird version of Fight Club. So here you actually fight with the element that you have bonded with. And again, when you, for example, bonded with air or have an affinity towards air, and I'm gonna like say this in very different ways, but like essentially that's always what I mean. Bonding with the element gives you abilities. So you are, for example, much faster than you would usually be. And each of the other elements has kind of its own abilities. And I'm not gonna like explain each of these because we're gonna explore them together. So this is just like the magic system of the game. And now let me put you in the location as well. So we are playing in the Roman times in terms of like time period. So this is the advancement of the technology essentially, with the addition of the elements, because you will learn that in the story and like as it progresses. So in a way, not only playing a D&D game, we're also like replaying parts of a story of a book. So like the realm of Elara is actually a fantasy fictional series, which I found so amazing, which is actually like my favorite fantasy series, that I was like, I need to turn this like into something bigger than it is already, because like it kind of deserves this this praise, because it's so well done. So I'll try to give my best to pay tribute, and kind of like you can also see it as a love letter to the world of Elara, because so well done. So to tell me a little bit more, we are no, let's do this individually when the scenes start. Before that, we need to explain the system a little bit more, like the technicalities, because this is something that we'll be working with, and it can also help as visualization on like what's possible and what's happening. So we have here a Notion page, and for the people who are actually who have already played some D&D before, this will be very helpful, because we have some additional rules that are not natural in D&D. So let me quickly read out these rules. For the stats, we have that like one long rest restores 50% of hit points, and a short rest restores 50% of the spells. So you don't just like recover instantly anymore, which is like, oh yeah, like you basically just died, kind of lost multiple limbs and something, then you go to bed and wake up and like, oh, you're like full health again, or like almost. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. So
If you're young enough, it kind of works like that.
Well, like, not if someone is like beating you with an axe, mate. That's not something you shrug off by a good night of sleep. It's not like you've poisoned yourself.
I don't know about your sleep, but my sleep does that for me.
Okay, you need to like show me how you sleep sometime.
This has taken a wrong turn.
You know, like there are really cool 360-degree cameras with which I could like very accurately watch you sleep. Like not only like how you sleep, but like also, like, I don't know. I find this very fascinating. You should be afraid of me sometimes, I think. Like I could be a really, I think I could be a really good supervillain who's like, okay, like cameras everywhere. That's like monitors shit. Yeah, that was a, that was a,
cameras in the sound system you have, and I'm not worried at all.
like I'm going deep in that direction, and it's so fun. Like the quality is so good nowadays. Anyways, so these are parts of the rules, and another thing is that like instead of these 50%, like, or in addition to that, you also get 1d8 per level for hit points, like as a maximum available health. So hit points are essentially health, to just explain that. And then we have like the essentially magic system. So elements replace classes and magic. So we don't really have the classes and magic from D&D anymore, but instead we have elements. And the elements can be leveled up. Each level will essentially enhance every skill using the elements. So whatever skill you are performing, it can be enhanced through a proficiency bonus through that element. And then we have that a net 20 is a critical success and essentially adds 5 to what you would usually get. Because just like being able to pass anything just because you hit like net 20 doesn't make sense. Just because you're lucky doesn't mean you just can perform way beyond your skill set. So we're going to give +5 to that calculation and a -5 for a net 1. Then rules under 1 are determinantal. Philip, what did we mean with that? What does that even mean?
It means that not only does the action you want to do not work, it will be detrimental to you. So not in a way that you will be dead, but something bad will be going to happen.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so that kind of adds some surprise element to the thing, because when they do something really bad, I can like make them stumble or kind of like make them lose their weapon or something. So like something they would like really, it would pain them because then they would lose an entire turn or something. Yeah, and then
your entire party by summoning a dragon.
There are no dragons in this world, at least for now. So you not need to worry about dragons. Then for the combat rules, the spells need to be rolled with the element level. So essentially, when you try to do an activity, you roll like the level of your element on top of these stats, depending like what you want to do. And then spells outside of combat, or like in general, spells don't cost anything. Like you can just do whatever you can as long as it's like it makes sense in the explanation. Outside of combat. Inside combat, you need to follow more rules, essentially. And rules as written. What did we mean with that? That doesn't make...
Everything else
like,
is
yeah.
written in D&D.
Yeah. So essentially, yeah, as you said. So we have now different characters, and let me quickly introduce the playable character, or like the characters that are already active, because essentially, Thales, you have to decide with like which character you're playing, because yours is not set yet. You have like still a choice to make. So like in order to make that choice, you need more information. So let me give that to you. Character 1, and let me turn off the music. That feels like, whew. Let's get something more. I don't know, oldish. So I feel like this would not be the music or the sound that we would be hearing, but instead we would have something like this. Maybe a little bit quieter. Guys, sound check, is that okay?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so now we are almost in the game already. So you can already hear it. And with that, let me introduce the characters. Because here we have the first character, who's Bernard, who's essentially living at the place that we're currently he's living at the place we're currently listening to, which is a farm. So he is the head of the farmyard, essentially, and it's called a hold, not a farm, but essentially it's a farm. So we are currently listening to Bernard Holt, and he is again the chieftain or the captain or the eldest or all of them combined. He's the one who makes decisions around there, and like his family is also living around there. So Tavi is one of them, and yeah, Tavi is essentially the character that I'll be playing, while Bernard is the character that Philip is playing. And yeah, Philip is I kind of talked about Bernard a little bit. As soon as the scene starts, I'll like introduce him a little bit, like more on like what he looks like and what's he like. But Tavi is essentially his nephew, or he is his nephew. Yeah, that's right. And with that, we have kind of like one part of the story, and then we have Fidelius, which is played by Toby, who is an assassin in that way, but like an assassin for the crown. So as I was showing before, we live in the world of Alara, and the Alara has one ruler, like one king, you can say. But instead of king, he's called First Lord, but essentially he's a king. So the First Lord of Alara has his agents, so kind of like James Bond style kind of assassins, because he is an assassin, let's face it. Fidelius is essentially the head of the or like not the head but the oldest. He's like a mentor for a young student, which is one of the first options you can choose. And like I'm actually not gonna give you the second option. Like I'm not gonna tell you the story of the second, so you have to say whether you're gonna choose this student or not. Would you like to know more about the student, or can you already make your decision, Talis?
Yes, I want. You know, when you watch, imagine you watch Avengers Endgame without watching the previous movies, and you have that sensation of what's going on here. Yeah, student.
The student? Like you wanna
Yep.
like play as the student? All right.
Yes.
Okay, so the student's name is Amara. And she's female. And
I can handle that.
okay. She is from the academy. So like again still a student, and Fidelius is her mentor. And right. So Amara is Fidelius' student and her mentor, and she's still at the academy, and she basically just graduated. So now she's like on her first field test and field mission. Before it was like all training and like theory, and now it's like, okay, now you can like, now it's the real world, baby. And she has a very strong affinity to air, and I'm gonna stop referring to she as like, I'm just gonna say you because I'm talking to you now. So you have actually won the favor of the First Lord because you saved some children from a burning house because you have a very strong affinity to air, and like by being able to control air and having an air element, it was fairly easy to protect children from fire because you can just like suck the air away from fire and then it just burns down. So you did that very well and have earned yourself the favor of the First Lord, and now in a way this first field trip is a reward for you. It's like a goodie, so to say. Usually you wouldn't get that, especially with the oldest and wisest mentor. Pretty privileged, I would say. Also, you are, by your definition, the fastest flyer in Alara, so you're like super fast. Like you have won the multiple tourneur. Is tourneur an English word? Championship?
Tournament.
Tournament. Thank you. So you have won the last two air racing tournaments. So you're pretty confident in your abilities. A little bit cocky as well. And yeah, that's essentially the constellation. So I think like now you have the opportunity to ask any questions. Is there something that like you would still know besides like how the whole element system works?
The way, am I in a relationship that I should know?
You are not in a relationship. You are single.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Okay. Any questions from the others? I take this as no.
Our motivations to do stuff.
Your
Trying to find it
motivations
today.
are actually not mine to discuss because these will be in the Notion page. So I'm asking of you actually not to like speak by the others. Actually, I can just like not give you access to the other ones. So you cannot like see what the secret motivations are, and this will also be the place that I will be communicating with you guys without the others knowing about that. Because sometimes you need to know something during an interaction. And with that, like you can still make your own decisions, but sometimes like information changes and then according to the information you need to adjust your planning. Okay, so Amara is not being accessed by Philip. By Lucas. And instead by Talis. So Talis, you should have now access about your own character. Give me a quick confirmation if that is the case. In the meantime, I will change Bernard to access to Philip. So only he has access over that character.
I see you have a lot of trust in us.
Well, it just makes it exciting. So like then there isn't even the temptation. You cannot even think about doing that. So like it's not even an option. Kind of like a wall in a game. It's like you just cannot go there. Like piss off. That's essentially what a game tells you, by the way.
He says
Right?
that after he made me already read both Barnard and Fidelius.
Well, like you can read Bernard and Fidelius, but like they are currently not knowing each other. So, like, then you just like get to know each other over again, because I did not put any confidential information into the characters so far. So Fidelius is only being accessed by Toby. Okay. Can I get a confirmation that everyone has access to their Notion character?
Yes.
Yes.
But I
yes.
still see Bernard as well. I don't know if you took me out of there.
Thank you. No, you shouldn't be able to. Oh, yeah, I know why. Okay. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, not good. But I still see Tavi for some reason.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, let me remove you from my character as well, because I have maybe some secrets. Okay, when I say it like that, like, obviously I have secrets. But, like, every character has secrets. Like, it wouldn't be a character if they didn't have secrets.
If you want to have secrets, you shouldn't show the character page on your stream.
I think the
No,
stream is
that's
allowed
fine.
to know them. It's kind of like when you watch poker, you can see everyone's cards, but the
Yeah,
poker
but
players cannot see
you
the cards.
stream now to us as well.
That's a good point. Yeah,
No, fine.
I will move that to like a different location actually.
It's like the poker players watching the video cameras of the cards of the other players.
Well, the
Yes.
cards have not been dealt. Like I've merely explained the rules of poker. You have not your cards yet. Okay, so
Okay.
that's okay. It's okay. So now you should not be able to see each other's characters, right?
Yes.
Okay, but like you still see other characters, I think. Let me quickly remove these while I'm gonna set the setting. So we're gonna start with Amara, like your point of view. So Philip, currently you are not in the scene. So I'm gonna talk about scenes as if this is like kind of a role play, like a play that you have a role in. So kind of the set or like the characters are currently Toby as Fidelius. So from now on, I'm also gonna address you as the names of the characters. So we have Fidelius, the old teacher and mentor of Amara, who is being played by Talis, and Philip can like eat a snack and relax and help me out if I have a question. And Philip, actually, no, I'm actually done. I don't need help. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna move this to the side, so now I can like interact with you secretly, and I have like a cheat sheet about things, and sometimes it's just like I don't know. I feel like sometimes you just need to be proud of your own work, because like, okay, like it does work exactly how you intended. It's like that was the vision, and you basically hit it. Okay, so this was actually wrong. There we go. So now you should be able to just see that, and Talis, I still need to invite you to the game, if that's correct. So this is already the setting. Oh, you're actually not supposed to see the setting.
Yeah,
How do
we
I do
shouldn't
that?
see that.
Okay, I was just boasting. Oh my god.
How about if the guys
can
who
manage.
actually are playing are not watching your stream in Discord?
Yes, yes, yes. Can someone of you share the screen? That would be actually quite helpful. How about Talis? Can you share your screen, and then like you can also be guided on like how to connect things, and like especially since you're beginning, I feel like sometimes you need a little bit of like an instruction, and then like Toby and Philip can also like guide you a little bit, while sometimes I may
Okay.
like go on a big explaining rampage or something.
Okay, I should stream what exactly? Like, is there a link that I should go to?
Just like share your screen.
Okay. Let's see if this works.
And close the porn before enters.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Go. Oh, okay. Go live. Can you see this? See.
Watch stream. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. We can see.
Okay.
So now there's a link on the Discord, and on the link there is a Oh, no, you need to click on the link on the Discord. And then you should
Oh.
get like to a specific page in Roll20. In the Discord chat message, so it is under wait. So there is like also a under events, like we're currently in the D&D voice channel, and above
Yep.
that is the D&D chat channel or like text channel.
Exactly.
And yeah, now you should be able to like connect to something. I think I need to invite you though. Have you
Yeah,
logged
he
into the
can't.
website already? He cannot log
He logged
into.
in. He can get where you want him to get. How about you click on invite another player on your playing page?
Yeah. Can you tell me where that is though? Like I don't see players at the moment. Sorry to
your
make you
game.
tech support. I found it. No, that's characters.
Exit game.
I need to exit the game.
Yeah.
Try turning it off.
You
on again.
need to go to
Oh
your
yeah, I got
game
it. I got
page.
it. It was covered. Okay. Yeah, now I know how to get there. Okay, you can help Talos then. Or like, I guess I'm just inviting him. So looking for
You
players.
need to invite him. Yeah.
Yeah. Which email have you used?
Me?
I need your email address.
Okay, I can send you here in
Yeah.
the Discord.
Yes, that would be helpful. Actually.
So I'm gonna send here and here, 2 places.
That's perfect. Okay. So now you should have. Now you would need to be accepting.
Okay, here in the row 20.
Yes, on the website.
You have gotten a message.
Accept. Okay. Launch game?
Yes, launch game.
Awesome.
You have gotten a message.
And we have,
Okay.
in case
Launch game?
anyone wants to also check out the stream. Yes, launch game. Just on this.
Awesome.
Ooh, I definitely need a different thumbnail for this. This looks not good. Okay. Anyways, let me check where you are at. So you don't see anything. Okay. Yeah. You need to zoom all the way out. And then I feel like somewhere there at the bottom right.
Oh.
So that's kind of
Okay.
where you need to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you were like trying to look at the world already.
How do I go to the bottom? Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
And
Okay,
now you
there's
can
a
like zoom
bar
in
here.
there and yeah.
Yep.
You should be able to like drag and move with the right click.
Not being able to do that first. Oh, with the right one.
Yeah.
Left, right? No, you're not
How
working.
do
for some
we
reason.
move these usually, guys?
So now you're as GM. We need to select one of the tokens. That's a mirror, and you need to you need to edit it, and there you need to give it to Talon.
Also, I think he has to go to the bottom right corner where it says as Phoenix. I think maybe you can there already switch to the character. No, you cannot. Okay. So when Lucas gives you the right, you should be able to
Yeah. I'll give you the right now.
pick the person you are playing.
Okay.
I just noticed
Oh,
that, the
that
two of
means,
us have
like-
the Phoenix.
Oh, perfect. Then I actually get to like get my own screen again. I don't have to share. Yes. Okay, so let me also enter the game. And by the way, for next session, which will be roughly in 1 month, you can also take like specific character designs that fit to your character. So far these are still like essentially loading. And next time we'll have some nice character out there. Okay, so let me change the setting because we're not in a village anymore. We are more. Where are we? We are actually in basically the woods. So, let's go. No, that's not it. Oh, that's too much, sorry.
That's exactly how I picture the woods.
Here. There we go. We even have like a little forest going there. Like
Is that bird shooting a laser cannon?
that's better. There's no river around. Oh, yeah. So, okay. Actually, let me try something. So, I'm gonna like enter my storyteller voice now, and then you can like tell me whether this helps for differentiation. Toby's already like covering his ears, but like I don't want to like anchor you too far below. Like I think he's just like being like a me because he's just not used to that, because like he's used to my voice. Considering that you're not that used to that, yeah, I guess we'll see. So, how about we give this a quick try, and see whether this is better. And
I like it. I like it.
okay, so now I also have muted myself, because before I was like hearing myself as myself, and I was like very strange, and like you are not even able to like properly talk anymore. It's like it's just gibberish. It feels like you're a retard or something. Like that sounded mean, but like you're just not able to comprehensively say sentences. Very weird, because it kind of like cuts off your train of thought. Okay, so no like complete extremely complaints about that, or just like a quick feedback from everyone.
I like it. I like it.
I already muted
It's
you, so
okay.
no problem with it.
Okay. So let's start with the story. We are currently following Fidelius and Amara on their journey towards their mission. And Fidelius is briefing Amara about the infiltration that they're about to do. So, I would just like drop you kind of in the dialogue and see it as a sink or swim, and we'll see whether like you drown or not, and
I was about to
kind of
ask,
drop you in the scene.
do I get a briefing?
Do you get a briefing?
Yeah, because my briefing so far consists out of infiltration. Ah, okay.
Okay. I think I will write you the briefing. But like just a quick question. Do you still hear the forest?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't, and I find that very strange. But okay. So since this works, I think the thing is like I need to write that to you while also tell something. So
I can also make up something off the spot, but I will promise you it's not what you want to happen.
that's okay, like treat it as a creative exercise from DSR.
So like you see the picture there, and like I'm gonna give you like instructions. Okay. Let's try if this works. Like it's an experiment, right?
I'm too tired to argue that. All right.
Okay. So all you need is like your page open, and kind of see if like I write any additional notes. But like cut scene. No, how do you start that? Like, do you count down actually? I've never like done this cut thingy. I'm just like gonna clap and then it starts. Maybe I should like before you start, should I kind of introduce each other like how you appear? Or do you want to do that yourself?
I don't actually care. If you already have a picture in mind for us, just give us
Okay.
a rough briefing. Otherwise, I just don't.
Yeah. Let me give you a quick briefing on like how you're looking like. So you're rather old, but still have some like spring in your step. So you're still quite energetic. You're very quick in your mind. And you already know that like your affinities are wood and earth. And actually, I forgot to mention something. It's not necessarily like you are the teacher here, so you're not leading the expedition. Because Amara is actually leading this infiltration, and the information that she needs to obtain an information because like there is, and like this is kind of the mission statement, to fulfill your assignment you need to actually let me write that to you, and then you can like do you want to tell that to her?
I'm going to give the briefing, yes, or you just tell us both,
Okay.
and we can skip the briefing,
Okay.
whatever you prefer.
Okay, let's let you do the briefing. So you can kind of start with like you have to infiltrate the camp and yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's the first question. Does the carriage driver belong to us?
Yes, you are the carriage driver actually. And Amara is supposed to, or like, yeah, I'm just, she is supposed to lead the mission, and you kind of like get along. But like, I'm gonna write you what she needs to accomplish. But like, the lead is on Amara.
Okay. So, yeah, I will give you a minute to write. One of our contacts gave us some information that Bernard may be planning or may have an illegal war camp. And right now we're trying to figure out if that is actually true. So your mission would be to find out if that information is true or not. So since you're leading the mission, I want to hear your plan first on how to accomplish that.
Now, should I come up with something?
Please come again.
Yes. Like you are in the character of Amara now.
My plan to accomplish that. It is to get as close as I possibly can to the to the guy without him noticing me, so I can verify whether or not this is true.
Wait,
Yes.
sorry.
Like getting close in which kind of sense? Would you just approach him openly and try to talk with him and try to basically manipulate him into giving you that information, or would you rather watch from the distance and try to figure out by spying, basically, without getting in direct contact with them?
Okay. The original plan was to look from distance and see if I could get something just kind of spying. But given that I'm quite proud of my persuasion skills, and I think I could try to get some information out of him using some. I am a woman, right? Okay, yeah, I can use some of my seduction skills to try to get something. Of course.
You should also look at like your Notion profile and like the messages that I write you there.
Mhm. Okay, if I open here, everybody will be able to see this too, right?
Like, oh yeah, right about so
Hmm.
you can choose to only share an application, like, because do you have Discord as an application, or do you have it in the Chrome open?
Right now, do you see my Notion or do you see the app row?
Roll 20, we see roll 20.
Oh, okay. So I'm seeing my Notion right now, so I think that's fine.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, maybe you could also like combine these two strategies by first looking from the distance and then going in for some infiltration.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you
Mm-hmm.
get some information beforehand, and then you can even further that information if you need it to at all. Otherwise, you can just watch from or get all the information. And if you get the information you need, you don't need to infiltrate and get into direct contact, which highly prolongs your life usually.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Well, given that I have some ease with air, right, I can get there pretty fast by flying, I guess. So I think I can use this to look from distance. So I can not only hide myself inside of the woods, but I can also go up there and try to see some stuff. So I think that's my plan.
So basically, scout out the area and
Yeah,
then come back to me and tell me what you saw, so we can figure out how to proceed further.
exactly.
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay.
Okay.
So now is an so I assume you would want to fly now. So the thing is, you're not just gonna like fly. We have to like test whether you succeed in flying. So now we can explain the system a little bit. And by looking at your character, you have a 5 in air, right? So now we see, okay, like when we combine air with like the way that you want to fly, because you would probably need some investigation in that way, because you want to investigate the area. So that would be like intelligence, but you also need to roll on stealth. Like, do you just want to fly stealthily, or do you want to fly normally? That's like something you have to decide now.
Stealthily.
You want to fly stealthily. This is more difficult though, so the chances of you succeeding there are less likely.
Yeah, I'm fine with the probabilities.
Okay, so that means you kind of roll on stealth, or I roll for you in that way. So the thing is, like, you're not gonna see the roll, I guess. Let me do that. So you're not gonna see the roll, but actually I'm gonna like call it out to you, and the stream is gonna see it. So your current and like, this is something I'm just asking you, like, what is your current stat in dexterity?
And dexterity, it is 15.
Your current stat in dexterity is 15. Philip, did we change the was that Ori with the proficiency bonus?
His stat is 15, so it's a +2.
Okay, so he would have 17 in air. In dexterity, I mean, then.
Yeah, he's not making a saving
No,
throw. Lucas,
He-
you're confusing stuff right now.
Yeah, that's why I was
Dexterity of
asking.
15 is a +2 modifier, and
Yeah.
he has 5 in wind, so it's +5 modifier.
Oh, that's very smart on how we managed that. Okay, I almost forgot that. Okay, so you have like a 20 on air,
Okay.
right? Like a 20 on that row. So if I were not to like make it more difficult, because you said you want to go stealthily, which is more difficult than just like even flying is fairly difficult. So the let's say when you have 20, you need to roll like at least 25. No, that's too much. Let's say you need to roll 20 to like be able to fly stealthily. So I'm gonna roll for you because technically we are able to do that in the roll 20. But first, like it takes some time to like everyone like is typing that in and kind of breaks the game flow. And I also have like very nice dice that like I just like to throw. So yeah, I'm gonna roll for you. So you would like to could you specifically state what you want to do?
So my plan is to go flying stealthily until where that guy is located, so I can spend some time looking around the area and, if possible, from distance, but if necessary, to infiltrate myself and still trying to find information as long as people don't identify me.
Okay. So, let me quickly also give you access to your character. I cannot give you access to your character. Philip, do you know why? I can give Toby access to his character. He already has access. Toby, you can move yours, right?
Yeah, because I checked the box as like in the
Okay, maybe I
lower
need to
left
delete
corner,
it.
right corner.
1 second. I will look at the stream. Can you show in the stream?
Yeah. I'm showing. Oh yeah, no, I'm not showing. Sorry.
You're not showing
Adam,
at
if you
the
go
stream.
on the lower right
There you go.
corner and saying as Phoenix, can you open that bar? Or you can only still play as Phoenix?
Yeah, I cannot scroll down.
Technical problems, as always.
Like I already like tried to delete. Can I give her anyone else? Him? Talis, you are. Oh, you're not in the game yet.
Am I not?
No, apparently not. You have not like started somehow.
Phoenix.
He's playing as
They're
Phoenix.
controlled
Oh,
by
you are
Phoenix.
playing as. Oh, you mean bastard! I
What?
didn't like. I straight up like overlooked that.
Oh yeah, that's what I told you. Like usually whenever.
That's a nice prank. Nice. Well done.
How do you survive, Lucas?
Okay. So, yes. We have the. No. There we go. So you can control your character now, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Okay. So now, I'm gonna do like the flying thing very specifically the first time you fly. In the future ones, I will not ask as many questions because I assume you like have done the proper right steps. Okay.
Okay.
So like, how do you just like fly? You're currently sitting on the carriage with Fidelius because you have been like talking to one another.
Mm-hmm. And I have to choose how I want to fly.
Yes.
How would I make that
Oh,
choice?
okay, okay. I haven't told you how the flying works, right? Okay, so I will. Okay, that was silly of me. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the dice to see whether you fail or not, and then depending on how well you do, I'm gonna tell like how you do. Okay. So
Perfect.
you have a 4. So with the +5, because you have proficiency in that, you have 9. And you would have needed 25 to fly stealthily. So instead of like actually soaring into the winds and like veiling yourself from any light, so making you essentially invisible, instead you don't even get up, but you just summon the windstorm or windstrom around you and like completely pushing like everything around. Like it does push you out of the seat, completely shakes up Fidelius. He's like almost falling off the wagon, and it just blows you into like a bush on the side, where you look very confused what just happened.
Okay.
This went exactly as planned, I presume. Trying to get
Yeah,
back.
not exactly. Not exactly.
You want to try again, or do we just sneak into the woods? I would prefer that, I think.
Yes, I think fly again might not be a good idea. So failed attempts with flying.
And I thought they said that you were good at that. Never mind. Maybe we see a little bit more of our surrounding because I feel like I'm wearing.
Oh, okay, okay. So you decide to move on.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm not good
Okay.
at flying. I lied in my curriculum.
Did you just say
Well,
that?
well, Fidelius knows that you fly very well, and as you continue bickering back and forth, you just start trotting down the path ahead of you until you see a person popping, like, essentially appearing in front of you.
Give me
Okay.
a moment. Like the range we're seeing on the screen right now. That's all. Oh, okay. He's right there. Okay. Never mind. Didn't say so. The fuck.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, I'm exploring the field. I'm a very curious person, so just walking around.
This is not allowed territory. You have to turn around.
Not a
Um,
room.
am I interested
Like,
in getting
this is
fights?
this is a secret war camp. You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, I get it. But I don't know how to get back. So could you lead me to some interesting place where I can lead to my own path?
Well, like I see that you're having like what do you even have on the cart? What do you want to do with all that coal?
Oh, well, I'm a. I have a weird habits I have to confess to you. So with this, I just like to pile things on the top of each other, and yeah, that's what I plan to do. I'm gonna collect some rocks from the floor, and I'm gonna do this
That's the
to spend the
stupidest
time.
thing that I've ever heard. And like, why is your companion so mute? Like, doesn't he not speak for you? After all, he's your elder.
Hmm.
I'm just her humbly servant.
Her servant. Well, like, I don't know what she's paying you, but she must be rich to afford like a slave essentially. Or you don't have a slave's brand, do you?
No, but you know how the rich girls are these days. They just go around having weird habits and exploring the world, and they need somebody to look after them, so their family paid me to look after her so she doesn't run into trouble. So
Well,
if you would be too kind to just let us pass, would be
she
greatly
has
appreciated.
run into trouble. Like, you need to turn around.
Okay, if you can just point us in the direction of the nearest shelter where we can spend the night, we would be just on our way.
Well, that it's not my problem.
Then we're just going to stay here.
Well,
Yeah.
I can also have you shot by my archers.
Oh. And... Oh. Wait. Can you see something? Oh, no, I can't. Oh.
And
Phew.
2 archers appear in front of you. You see them in the woods, right?
No, we don't. I step down from the cart, walk closely to him, and whisper something in his ear.
Why didn't you say like directly? Okay, you just like want to get rid of the coal and like yeah, I guess we can like you can sell them here. Like we can definitely burn that. So that would help our guys having to chop firewood. So if you can have someone pay for that at the camp, maybe I would be able to let you through and then even offer you some sleeping accommodations for the night.
Sounds like a great
That's a
plan.
great idea. Yeah.
Okay. Follow through. And with that, you move on your way and slowly enter a camp.
Before we get any further into the story, may I just ask a general question about the world? What are like
Yes.
political situation, like broad things that are happening in this world right now, in terms of conflict, and what's the king planning to do with his country?
Okay, you know that very well, but like no one else does. So I'm gonna write that to you.
Okay, I would assume like broad information that would be known to.
So the
Public.
broad information for the public is it's a stable kingdom, kind of like the First Lord is a strong First Lord, but his son has been murdered roughly 16 years ago. And ever since then, there has not been an heir. So he's kind of in a particular spot, but he recently has wed and is expected to father another heir within the year. And there are different houses around which are kind of like lordships, which make the bulk of the population. And the First Lord is literally in the middle of the country, and everyone is like spread around, taking care of their own kingdom, very similar to Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So
No major conflicts going around. So basically, just with neighboring countries and stuff. Nothing that we should be.
yeah, obviously there are always some major countries that are not very keen with the rule of the Alliance. So like you humans, because at the north you have the Ice Walker. Are they actually called Ice Walker, or is that the Game of Thrones name?
That's a Game of Thrones.
Iceman? Well, there are people who are very, like, it's essentially the wall from Game of Thrones. I feel like but like the people assaulting them are not human. They are a different race, and in this world they're being called the Icemans, and they try to tear down the wall. So the lords at the high wall are defending that in a very similar to how the kings of the Night's Watch is doing that. So there are 2 houses currently defending the north wall essentially, and then you have more or less eradicated every other species on the continent. And there are only the Marat in the east, who were actually part of they actually killed the previous princeps. But like ever since you won the war afterwards, there hasn't been any problems from them. And when we look at the broader scale, there are like also few other races, but there is no current war going on. So it's actually a very peaceful time in Alara.
All right. Thank you.
So Philip, I just had the idea that you can help me move the characters while I also write something. So do you know how I can give you admin access on like the page?
I don't know.
I think right now what we're trying to do is that you give us a lot of, yet you are holding our hands in the story a lot.
Okay, yeah, I just
I
give you
don't
the
know.
map. I just give you the map. I think that should be the easiest. And then from there you can move around. That's actually a good idea.
My idea was actually like right now, because you're giving us all of this backstory information, like especially the one you're giving us in secret, is kind
Yeah.
of holding our hands a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind
I
of
don't know.
railing you. I understand that. I just like want to set you on the rail in the beginning and then like let more and more loose in that way. So in the beginning, especially for I think Talis, this is helpful because then he like isn't overwhelmed by like too many senses, because now he's just like, okay, like there are two people in the carriage and like this one person, and I kind of know them by heart now, so I'm ready to see something new now. But like it's not too much at once because he still needs to understand the whole concept of that. But let me reveal areas. Reset fog. Oh, no. I wanted to do the opposite. Okay. So you're gonna see this. So story can continue.
Looks like a nice camp you have here. I'm steering the caravan just like next to the trees where it's kind of right now, kind of parking it there and walking towards the camp.
Ooh, okay, following you. Huh. Well, should we talk to those people, or what do you think?
Um, since we're going to stay the night here, we should obviously introduce ourselves. We should probably pose as merchants or something. Obviously, because we got here by wanting to sell the coal. Just helpful merchants passing by. That would probably be the smartest. And try not to say something that gets us killed, I would say.
Yeah, I think not get killed. It is a good idea. It is a good idea. So, introduce them to me, please. Go there. That's your job.
Oh, damn, now I played as your servant. Give it me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just a quick thing, Philip. You can also play as Aldrich. In case like we need more like this would really help me because then I can like throw you more messages and like answer some questions that only you can know. Is that okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So you kind of know the backstory from Aldrich, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna also give you access to him.
we're stepping up to the campfire, and I'm going to be like, good evening. My name is Randy, and I am the humble servant and protector of my fair lady over here, who is from a rich household and is called Lisa.
Hey,
We're just. Excuse me.
no, please keep going. It was an insect here on my feet.
All right. We're basically just passing by. We also found some coal on our way here that we might want to get rid of. So if you would like that, maybe for you and in exchange would like to stay the night here because it's getting cold and you seem to have a nice fire going on here, and also some food that would be greatly appreciated before we can return back to the next village in the morning. No answer is a good answer.
So you have been talking to Aldrich, who is the head
Hey.
of the war camp, or he seems to be the head of the war camp.
Good day, sir, madam. Yeah, we can take your coal, and it will keep us warm in this, little bit cold times. We
Yeah,
certainly
it's
have
good.
something to eat for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm starving, really starving. Can you bring me something right now then?
Don't you have your servant for it? And I point to the food storage.
My servant, do something, please.
Yeah, of course. I'm getting something to eat. Where is the food storage again?
And
The food storage is. Why can I not press the thing? There. Do you see the
Ooh.
ping?
Yeah, I do.
That's the food storage. Yeah.
So I will just walk over there and grab something very quickly. Maybe just some bread, some whatever they have, water, wine, I don't know, beef jerky. Don't know what these people eat. Beans. And then I will just come back, and I think we're just sitting next to the campfire, I would guess. Warm ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, you have placed the wagon here on top where they told you to. So it's very difficult to get out there without maneuvering.
Good thing that one of us can fly.
Do other people know about my special skills?
Fidelius knows because he's your teacher. But like the whatever skills you have are not obvious until you use them. So when you see someone flying in the air, you're like, he can control the winds. And it's like everyone's like, yes, obviously.
Huh. Okay. So here in this fire, I just make the fire go smaller, smaller by controlling the air around it. I think I can do that, right?
You can do that. Yeah, that would be fairly
Okay.
easy.
Yes, I just wanted to, for no reason at all, make the people have no fire here in this situation.
Okay, you
They
actually
don't.
want to you want to do that now as like an action.
Yes, I
Okay.
want to do that now. Exactly.
Yeah. No. You just want to turn off the fire?
Just turn off the fire without
Okay.
them noticing that it was obviously me. So just
Okay.
sneakily.
Okay. So the fire like starts flickering a little bit. Like there's a breeze coming up, and one of the logs is like falling out and kind of like rolling down. And that was actually the only log that was really burning. And this essentially turns off the fire, and like there's only ash in the ground, like yeah, very hot ash.
it. I go grab the log and push it back in and try to start the fire anew.
But yes, that nothing happens. Yeah. I'm seeing these people, they are running around trying to understand what is happening because it is cold, right? They are trying to find a way to stay warm. So,
Well,
I'm intrigued what.
they're still eating. They like around the fire. They have like a cook pot, and one of them is handing out stew. And as for time, it is. How does that sound? Too loud, I assume.
A bit.
Like a
Does
pond
that
with
fit?
frogs.
Shit. Okay. That. Like I don't hear it myself. That's the issue.
Mhm. It is good. Now it's a little bit low. Yeah. Nice. If there are frogs, there's probably some kind of river nearby that we should explore.
No.
No. Hmm.
Wait, let me actually take a listen.
Okay. I think. My servant. You
Yes.
know why we are here, right? So these people, they are already with no fire, and I'm trying to get them to get away from us so we can have some time, some free time. So I turned off the fire. I to see if they go try to find a solution, and we can get some time alone here to try to explore things a little bit without them seeing us. Do you have any suggestion?
Fair lady, how about we go to the carriage and pick up the stuff you left in there, and also I will grab some coal so we can get the fire going again. We will be right back.
Good idea.
Huh. Okay.
So
I'm gonna.
basically, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, basically we already found the camp, right? So the guy in the front was kind of obvious that it is an illegal war camp. This makes our task a little easier. But I think we should dig in a little deeper. Right now, we're not in any danger. I think they bought our story, so we could actually just stay the night and give them our coal. We don't need it anyways. Then ride back in the morning. I think they're right now no danger to us. Like, I'm an old man, you're a young woman. I'm quite sure they don't see us as a threat.
Interesting. I would love to bring something with us. Like, if we could collect something here from this camp, just, just stay with us when we come back home. What could we take from here?
Are you talking
Maybe
about like some secret information?
something that make us remember this camp, and something that can also make other people know that we've been here. I just want some kind of proof, if you understand me,
Yeah,
that
I
we've
see
been
what you're
here.
saying. Okay, so the captain should have probably something like a diary or some war plans in his tent. So maybe one of us can sneak in there at some time during the night
Okay,
and grab that. That would be an idea.
perfect. Is it night already? I think we can go now, right?
It's evening. I could go back to the campfire and say that you needed to go, do your womanly duties and go to the bathroom or something, and that will buy you some time, obviously. So you can just
Perfect.
see if you can grab anything.
Perfect. And I guess you're still trying to light up the fire again. So yeah, I think I have some free time to do that. So I think I can do that now, right?
Yeah.
If I can just sneakily go to the place. Huh. Oh, there is a woman here. Should I... Did she see me?
Didn't you go through the back, man?
Oh, because the door is here. Like,
It's a goddamn tent.
actually, there isn't a woman here. I'm missing my way. Hey, kind woman, do you know where I can use the bathroom? I want to have some privacy to do my woman and stuff.
I hope the people who are watching the stream are not women.
Yeah, my woman and stuff. So if I can have some some private time here, this would be great. So yay, then I think I can get into this tent right here and grab something. Oh yeah, there is some kind of papers. Yeah, a water plan. There's a water plan here. Huh. I take that with me.
So, returning to us at the campfire, or are you going to store whatever you got from the tent back into our carriage? Did I just disconnect?
Oh, like, okay. Now you should be able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Also normally again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What just, like, someone disconnected, right?
I shortly disconnected because I couldn't hear you.
Okay, but
So-
like, okay. Yeah, but now it should be all good again, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, let me quickly get organized again. Yeah, I accidentally muted myself. Can we go back to the scene where you were like in the tent and then like the woman was behind you? Oh, now we weren't able to hear Talis.
Yeah, he just.
Okay. So you hear my normal voice now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now the voice has changed, right?
No.
No.
It's not changed, okay. Then
Now you hear my voice,
Yeah.
but like
Also
differently.
your changed voice.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah,
I think I started sharing the screen like my connection was down, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. I don't think you need to share your screen for us anymore. Only if you have a question.
no, you can share the screen, I think, like, because for we actually don't see this on the stream anyways, right?
Yeah, you
oh, I
don't
kinda forgot
share
that.
the map on the screen on the stream, so the
Yeah,
viewers
there we
don't
go.
know where we are.
Okay. Yeah, that's there we go. Yeah, you don't need to show your map anymore. Yeah. Okay. So we basically go back to the point where you just said that you need to go to the bathroom, because this was roughly the point where I also stopped talking. Is that correct?
I don't know where you stopped talking. You weren't
Okay,
talking for a long time.
Yeah, okay. So, I think that was roughly the point. So, okay, that's okay. So you want to go to the bathroom? Just like follow me.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, I moved you. Well, okay. So like just behind that stump there. I keep watch that. None of them boys are looking like so filthy here.
You know,
Them boys.
isn't there a place where I can have some time that I can walk a little bit, because I'm with this stomachache. I don't know what I ate a while ago with everyone, but I'm not feeling that well. Can I give some walk here around these woods?
Well, yes, of course. I'll just be waiting here because like I still need to take care of something here in the tent.
Oh, okay. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go here into these woods and to do. Hopefully, nobody's seen me. Yay!
How good is your sneaking? Is the question, right?
Yeah. So now you're trying to sneak around, right?
Yep. Is that allowed?
Yeah, he just has to probably roll a die to figure out if you actually can
Oh.
sneak effectively or not.
Aha. Okay. There is this. So
Yeah.
please.
Lucas, we don't hear you.
Now though, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I also don't hear myself anymore. Ah, okay, I remember how this is. Okay, so you just roll on stealth. Is that correct? Like you don't do anything else. Like you can try to technically also veil yourself, kind of what you tried before flying. It will be a bit easier, but you're still like not very proficient at that.
I just want to. The minimum stealth required is just to go inside of that tent. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you will just like regular stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me check your stats. For stealth, you have to roll a dexterity saving throw. And currently on dexterity, you have so I can technically look it up myself, but I kind of want you to know where these stats are, so at some point you start
15.
calculating with them. Exactly.
15.
So I think you just have to pass the 15. Or like actually I'm gonna make it. Nah, it's pretty quiet camp. I think you have to pass the 15.
I need to
Also,
pass
like-
the 15?
Yeah, like you need to like roll a 15 or higher now. And like it's a little bit difficult because I assume you want to get to this tent. And like Odiana is right here and Aldrich is right here. So you have like it's a little bit more difficult. So 15 or higher, let's see. Natural 20. Okay.
Oh. Huh.
Like no one has seen you. Like you could have just like Odiana is like very busy. Yeah, she looks like she's doing something beneath her dress or so. You're not really certain. Like you have a very clear view on her and like see what she's doing, but like she doesn't see you at all. She seems very distracted right now.
Could literally probably steal her clothes off her body without her noticing.
It looks like she would actually enjoy that. And Aldrich just started like a drinking contest, and he's like chugging a beer while all the other men are like chug, 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 chug.
This is getting out of hand.
So I managed to go here to the tent, right?
Yeah, you can like go wherever you want.
Okay. So what I do right now is that I get into that tent very sneakily, and I look around. I accidentally bump into some stuff, and I let some papers fall on the floor, and I see that one of the papers is actually a secret document.
No. That's not how it works. So you enter the tent, and I'm like should have interrupted you there. Like, then I tell you what you see in the tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
So
like
what do I see?
oh. So
He just tried to manipulate you into doing what he wants.
a little bit. So this looks like the commander's tent. There is like, but it looks like he's just sleeping there. Like the sleep tent doesn't look like there are any meetings being held there. There's like a bedroll on the bottom, and there isn't even like a chest or so. There's just like some spare armor and some like a weapon shelf. Do you have shelf weapons? I feel like a weapon rack. Yeah, there's like a weapon rack with like 2 very long swords. But otherwise like some armor pieces. It doesn't really look organized. It looks like a little bit all over the place. But yeah, otherwise it's empty. It's very minimal. He been watching these minimalistic lifestyle videos on YouTube.
Maybe he's also Roman, like Roman legionary. Never mind.
No, but like it doesn't look like he's very disciplined. Like things a little bit. It does not look like Legion standard. And you, even though you have never been to the Legion, you can tell this is not Legion standard. But
Maybe-
actually, to find more, you would need to roll an investigation. Like, I
Okay,
assume that's kind of what you want to do, right?
Yes, it seems so.
Okay.
So I'm willing to do that.
So this would be your instat, like your intelligence, like how capable are
14.
you? 14. Ooh, you're quite this. Are you actually 14? Damn. Okay, you're smart. I thought that didn't make you as smart. A 2. Yeah, you think this is the meeting where like all the meeting tent where all the important meetings are held, and you're sure that like it's a waste of time to look in any other tents, and like you cannot find any proof in the tents like that. You are sure.
But there are weapons here, right? Inside of its tent.
Yes. They're like 2 very big broadswords. They actually like. Wait, you had investigation terrible, right? Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not gonna tell you. It just looks like a weapon.
Investigation is what I can see charisma, dexterity, intelligence.
Yeah. So
Intelligence.
yeah, investigation is intelligence. I'm thinking about whether you could be doing something else. As you pick up the swords, you kind of like I'm gonna test you on perception whether you notice something, because this is not part of the like this is a different stat. And can you give me your wisdom stat?
Wisdom stat. It is wisdom 12.
12, and you're actually proficient in that because you're air, and that means you're proficient, so you're actually 17. But like to notice that you all like only need a 5. Yeah, you have 14. You pass that. On the pommel, you see that this is not a regular legionary sword, and it looks more like a trained sales weapon. Like this should not be allowed for like this looks like a cell sword. Cell swords are not allowed. Like you were investigating whether this is like a regular legion or like and like who the legion is by, and you actually see like there is an emblem or a weapon. What does weapon mean? Emblem?
Emblem is, I think, quite alright. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see an emblem on that weapon. So now I would is there anything like politics, Philip? Like what do I roll for politics? Like whether she knows how like well she is informed in the world.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, just like regular intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I remember, you were 14. 12. Okay. You do not notice the symbol of whom that is from, but you could probably describe it to your teacher. You're his ward, and he's not your professor, but more like your tutor.
Okay, so I think I can trust my memory to remember the symbol, so I'm just gonna go with that and get out of the tent.
Okay. Odiana seems to be done with whatever she was doing, and kind of like is not seeing, like not paying attention. No, you need to stealth again. You did 20s before. I think you'll be able to. You can stealth around, yeah. Okay. So she starts to like look around. You see that a little bit through the bushes.
Well, I can stay stealthing, or should I go talk to her?
Well, like she's looking for you. Because like she saw you go into the wood, and she's like seeing if you like go out somewhere now.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get out of the woods when I got in the place where I got in. So
Cool.
I think, hey, Thank you so much. It has a nice place for peeing, so thank you for that. You know, woman stuff. You know that, right?
Yeah, I have a woman, and I can tell you that's not the stuff I talk about with her.
Well, like, you don't know how women talk to each other, so.
No, I think I do.
Okay, well, I understand. I must have been somewhere else. I had a very nice dream somehow. Are you feeling better, dear?
Yes, yes. My stomach ache's not here anymore, so I'm feeling so well. I would like to talk to my servant again. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he must still be at the fire. Yeah, yeah. And she's like very confused and huddles away.
Oh,
And
yeah.
seems to be like
Just
she didn't really pay attention to whatever you said. She could have like told her about anything, and she would have been like, "Oh, yes."
mm-hmm. Well, since there is nobody watching me right now, I think I can simply keep walking around here and probably. Sure. If I could get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just call my servant. I'm gonna come here close to him and then say, "Hey, come here."
I'm excusing myself from the group and walking over to her. What did you find?
I found this interesting symbol that, I don't know exactly what this means, but I haven't seen this symbol before in a weapon. So I think this could mean something if someone can interpret what this is.
Can you
So,
roughly describe it?
yes. Can
The
we?
symbol. So that's kind of what I'm describing now again. So the symbol looks a little bit like oh wait, let me. I want to see if there's like actual symbol for that. Otherwise, I'm making up something. No, I don't think so. So there was a mountain on the symbol. Like the symbol was a mountain. Looked like a big one as well.
Wait, House of. So I guess I'm recognizing the symbol, right?
Yes, you are.
Or that statement alone
Or like
is enough for
that-
me to know.
Yeah. It's very this is literally your profession. That like I'm not gonna have you roll on that because that would be like, hey Toby, like what is hydrogen? Like you know that you work with that, or like it's part of your expertise essentially.
Yeah. Anyways, can you give me a quick rundown? House of Kalare. That's where the symbol is from, but I don't remember actually. Was that the one to the east? That's making problems. No.
That is the one to the west. Wait, actually, I think I mixed them up. It would be east, but the ones that are making trouble are west. He's like on the complete opposite of that.
Wait. So House of Kalare is just one random house to the west, you're saying?
It's one of the 10 great houses
Okay.
that are serving directly under the first lord.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to tell her that. Or I'm just going to say that out loud.
Yeah.
House of Kalare. One of the 10 great houses. I don't think that would be proof enough, right?
No, you
Probably
definitely
not,
need
because-
some form of like
Yeah.
thing that you can take with you.
Maybe we should sit down for a moment and wait until everybody's going to sleep, and then try later to get something else that can be used as proof.
Maybe if there is one weapon with this symbol, maybe, maybe one of these people who are here around the fire. Maybe if we can take one of their knives, for example, isn't couldn't there be another similar symbol? What do you think?
Come again, I didn't catch the last sentence.
Yeah, these guys right here around the fire camp, they have other weapons with them. They have some knives and some other things. Oh, maybe one of them. They also have another interesting symbol that might be proof enough, so we can take the knives with us. Because a sword is quite a complicated thing for us to take with us. But maybe a small knife.
Yeah, a knife, or I would probably prefer something like a ladder or some documents. That is way easier to carry, but knife is the next best thing. You're obviously right with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm fine with waiting for people to go to sleep. I'm good with that.
Okay, then I guess we're returning to the campfire. And while we sit down... Yes, do you want to do something?
Nope, just...
While we'll sit down, I will keep talking, I guess. What do you think about the marriage that the First Lord has now undergone with whoever is that woman? Lucas? Give me some insight, please.
Can you repeat the sentence again?
The woman that the First Lord married. Doesn't
Oh,
matter
yes.
who she is.
No, she's just like a pretty princess who's way too young. Or like she's, so she's 17 and the First Lord is 80.
Yes. What do you think of that marriage? Do you think that was a good idea that he did that?
You're asking me the question?
Yes, I'm asking you the question.
The marriage. You know, I think it... there's something there that doesn't feel right. Like, it was too forced. Yeah, I don't think that was a good initiative.
Yeah, as we also heard that the king is lately not feeling as good. Like 80 years old, that's an old man, and I have to know, I'm an old man as well.
Huh, how old are you?
You are like 50. But like, so yeah, like 50. But like
Yes.
for that time age, it's a little bit older than that. Like because people usually don't get as old. Even though people who have like water crafting abilities, they tend to look much younger than they actually are and also get older. And the first king has these abilities, so he looks more like 40, 50, but actually is 80. And you both know that.
Well, now we do.
Well, like in your story, you also know that.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm about 50 years old, so not anymore in my prime years, and I'm also feeling like a little tired lately. But the king, he is. I've seen him falling to the ground recently. Cause I think he's getting too old to lead this country. What do you think?
What I think about this, I'm not much into this whole politics that is going on here, so I don't really know about these things. Honestly, the only thing that I wanted to do now is, let's ask this guy's opinion that is sitting right beside us, like this guy. What is his name? I don't know his name. Hello?
Aldrich. You should be able to see his name though. Can you not?
No.
Can you not see each other's names?
No, only see your own name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so his name is Aldrich. Let me try to change that. No. Okay. Philip? Aldrich? Aldrich does not answer at the moment. He's like, he's
Oh,
too
drunk.
He's drunk.
Yeah, I think these guys have had a little bit too much to drink. But you're only caring about this mission, you're saying, right?
Yes, yes. You know, these guys around us, they were pretty receptive. In the position of the guard, the guard in the beginning, he was pretty rude with us. But these guys here, they have been pretty kind with us, and I think because they have been giving us food and some place to be at, it's late, so they're gonna invite us to go inside to sleep somewhere. Maybe in the place that they invite us to go inside, we can find something else. What do you think?
It's definitely worth a shot. But sometimes you also have to take a step back and look at the broader picture and think about what you're going to do with your life and what is really important. And like these guys, the guy in the front was a little rude to us, yes, but these guys here are just trying to make a living. They're just trying to have some peace and trying to make the best of it. And yeah.
Okay, so should we go inside to go to sleep?
Yeah, I think they're just either passed out drunk, Lucas.
Is Aldrich passed out drunk, or does he wake up again?
He wakes up again.
Now you're there.
He was there before, like in the end.
I know.
What do you want?
Well, which tent could we go to grab a nap?
Yeah.
Well, her, we could go to the other girl, and you take place where it's free.
So it's like the camp here at the top left.
Okay, so let's go inside. Boom. What do we see?
Well, it looks like a regular tent, basically the same as you've seen before, just without the armor and weapon. So there's one bedroll, and the woman that you have not even asked her name of is like kind of mind absently dropping you another bedroll in the tent. You have gone like in by yourself though, like Fidelius has so far not followed you. Like maybe, like, does he want to stay at the fire, or does he want to come with you?
I will quickly follow her into the tent to just have a quick chat, I guess, before bed.
Yeah.
Just for a few words. So, yeah, I will check around. I think the guys outside are still drinking a little bit, so I will stay with them and look that they all pass out, and then I will have a sneak around and look if I can find something. I think I don't know if you will be able to actually look around. I'm in the more advantageous position here. I think you should just grab some sleep. But before you go to bed, here, just some thought maybe you should pursue before you fall asleep. That what happens if the king is kind of looking frail right now dies before he actually can get a kid out of this new marriage? So I will leave you with that and maybe have a thought about it, and we will see each other in the morning. And with that, I leave the tent, go back outside.
Okay, thank you. So, can I sleep?
Yes, you sleep. Now you would have to go to like the one-on-one, because the conversation that is taking place now, like you don't hear that, so it's secret.
Conversation?
The conversation between Fidelius and Aldrich, because like Fidelius is going back to the campfire.
Okay, so are they gonna talk like?
Okay. I think, Lucas, right now we have two choices. Either like we throw him actually out of the chat for
Or we
some
all
time.
go out. Yeah.
or you just keep an in and he just has to play his role without like playing like he doesn't know what happened. That
Oh yeah,
Yes.
like so Talis, I leave that up to you. Do you want to be in the unknown, or kind of like have the overview of an actual like DM player? Because usually you know what's kind of going on, but your player doesn't. So you need to play as the player as if he didn't know, but you can also just not know. In case you prefer that, you can go to the one-on-one channel.
Hmm. I'm gonna go to the 101 channel.
Oh, yeah.
complete immersion it is for him.
Good choice. Okay, so you want, yeah, let's just continue regularly as like things you both know your roles, so you can
Yeah.
just play that.
What do you need, Commander?
So basically, I'm just trying to persuade this girl to come with us because her skills could come in really handy. And right now, I'm just trying with words, but we should definitely have a backup plan because we cannot allow her to fall in enemies' hands. So if worst comes to worst, we need a plan to capture her to set her on the ground. Also, she can fly, so we definitely need to tie her down with a net or something. Do you have something like that around here? Also, if worst comes to worst, I would rather kill her than let her be in the enemy's hands. So keep the
Alright.
bow ready.
I get a net and get some guys up the trees so they can push the net over her to catch her.
All right. I think tomorrow we're going to meet up with the army, right? So we're going to have to wake up early
Yeah.
and go in
Do
that
you-
direction.
Or do you want to make it quick while she's sleeping?
No, I think I have a real chance here. If
Okay.
I will try to talk her into like going with this camp a little further so that we're on our way to the army. I will try to talk her into it, into going with us for the sake of finding more information, even though that's a blatant lie. I will tell her
Okay.
I haven't found any clues so far, so maybe that will persuade her. And then I will try to talk her into it on the way, I guess.
Yeah, and what if something happens on the way? We can't use the net on the way.
Do you have a slingshot or something like that?
Not for something as big as the net.
No, I was thinking about something that you can throw at her that will tie her down.
Just a quick
Not
information.
really.
So with the elements, it's generally possible to cancel each other out. So if you were, for example, cover her in dirt, she cannot fly anymore.
Would Earth Tremor do that for me?
Yes, he would do that.
Okay. Do you have another guy who can cast Earth Tremor in our party?
No. But like considering that it will like, so you would have to do this in combat, yes. But like outside of combat, you could just like say, okay, you're now in the ground, and kind of trap her in there.
Okay, then
Because
just
she's, yeah.
I will get some guys to get pouches of earth to throw it
Yeah.
at her.
and also
and-
keep a guy close by, maybe with a net, because if I can shake her to the ground, then we have to restrain her immediately.
Yeah. If that happens, I will behead her.
Yeah,
Nothing
give us a
will
few
stop my
seconds to
knife.
give us a few seconds to restrain her, but if needed, go for the throw. It was really cold, man.
Then let's go to sleep.
Yeah, let's grab some sleep. And next time, don't drink too much.
I'm fine.
He says as he tries to hit the tent. Oops, past it.
So technically the whole conversation was completely slurred and you're like, God damn it, not one time he can be sober.
Hey man, if you fuck this up, one time again. Okay, yeah, I guess we're going to sleep. I think you can call back Talis, right?
Yes. Hey buddy, you can join again.
Hey.
Okay, before we start off the next day, because now everybody went to sleep, we could also cut the session right here. Just saying, because it's...
Yeah, we could, considering you, like I was planning on doing it until 10, so this would definitely be a point. So the next scene would be a little bit more action. Considering that we'll probably have to explain a few things, I feel like this would be at least half an hour. So it's up to you. Like from my side, we could continue. Like I don't mind extending it a little bit, but like I said, the max would be 2 hours. So I don't want to go, like give you the opportunity to say, hey, like I have other things to do, like work tomorrow, for example. Like any preferences?
I would actually say we cut it here, because I think if we get into another day, it is like... I think right now is a really good cut. That's at least my feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
like... Yeah, I'm just going to take notes on the page so I don't forget what I was supposed to do the next day.
Yeah. Sounds good. So, I think that's basically it. We have the introduction. We learned almost all character. Next session, which is like sometime in October, then we will finish this scene and move on to the next scene where we will be introduced to both Bernard, which is being played by Philip. So Philip has both Eldrick and Bernard now as characters, but they are quite different actually. So that's actually not too much of an issue. And yeah, otherwise, there will also be a secret another player joining us, which will be revealed next time. So yeah, until then, I'm like, hope you enjoyed that. Give me any forms of feedback if you want to. And yeah, this will probably continue. I feel like I have, let's see, a few sessions planned, 7 to be exact. So I think roughly in 7 sessions we should be good. So that's, if we continue the month cycle, this will be 1 month every session. And actually, I'm not even sure if I'm like addressing. Yeah. Yeah. So roughly 7 months we should be at the finale. So until then, this will continuously improve. Again, next time we will have even more character arts, and like a little bit more things that are being fleshed out. I'm currently experimenting with some green screens, so you can be excited for that. And yeah, otherwise, again, hope you enjoyed it. Give feedback, leave a comment, leave a like. If you don't know what to comment, just leave your favorite emoji. Kind of helps the algorithm. And yeah, I hope again you enjoyed it, and until next time.